Hi everyone, today we are talking about how you can evaluate algebraic expressions. So you might recall from our last lesson video that we were talking about a scenario where you buy hats and t-shirts. The hats are $10 per hat and the t-shirts are each $8. So we came up with the algebraic expression 10 plus 8n, or 8 times n, if you're always buying one hat at $10 and you are buying an unknown or n amount of shirts each at $8. So remember, the algebraic expression gives us the pattern that is always happening. You're always taking 10 and adding 8 times however many t-shirts. That's our algebraic expression. And remember, our n stood for the unknown because we don't know in that situation how many t-shirts we're going to buy. We just know that we need to eventually multiply by 8. And if we're buying one hat, as always, we're going to add 10. So our algebraic expression has our variable, the n. We don't know what the value of n is yet. In today's lesson, we're talking about when we do have the algebraic expression, and then we do have the value of n, what we can then do in that situation to then solve for the total bill. So we're going to use the strategy called substitution, which is when you replace each variable with its value to find the value of the entire algebraic expression. We also call this evaluating when we are finding the value of the entire algebraic expression. So sometimes you'll see solve the algebraic expression, and sometimes you'll see the term evaluate the algebraic expression. So evaluate basically just means to solve. Sometimes that confuses people, but it's just a fancy way of saying, hey, I want you to help me evaluate what the final value of this algebraic expression is. So basically solve for the final answer. Okay, so again, we are going to take the value of each variable and we're going to replace it in our algebraic expression to find the total value. Let's take a look at some examples then. So here's example 7. It says, when x equals 4 and y equals 1, find the value of a, 5x plus 7y, and b, x squared times y minus 3xy plus 5. So again, they're giving us the values for x and y, and now they want us to find the value of the entire algebraic expression. Go ahead and pause the video and try solving a and b on your own first. Okay. Let's take a look at a then. So I'm going to first rewrite the algebraic expression down here so that I don't have to keep looking back and forth and then possibly make a wrong step. Okay, and then they said that x equals 4. So normally 5 is being multiplied by x. So now we're going to take that 5 and we're going to multiply by 4 because x equals 4. So now instead of 5 times x, I'm writing 5 times 4. Remember, this dot can act like multiplication. Okay, then we're going to add it to 7y. 7 is being multiplied by y. Now they tell us that y really equals 1. So now I've replaced all my variables, x and y, with the actual values that they gave me for x and y. Okay, so now I can solve. I know I always have to follow order of operations. Order of operations tells me that I need to solve parentheses first. There aren't any, no exponents, and then multiplication or division, whichever I see first. I see 5 times 4, which is 20. And then after I'm done with that, I see 7 times 1. So this is really 20 plus 7 times 1, which is 7. Then lastly, I will solve my addition. So I get 27. So the final value of 5x plus 7y, the algebraic expression, when x equals 4 and y equals 1, is 27. Let's take a look at b. Again, I'm rewriting it down here, so I have it right in front of me. And then I'm replacing, wherever I see x, I'm replacing it with 4. Wherever I see y, I'm replacing it with 1. And this is multiplication. Minus 3 times 4 times 1 plus 5. Okay, no parentheses to deal with. Let me deal with my exponents first. 4 squared is the same as 4 times 4, which is equal to 16. So instead of 4 squared, I'm writing 16 times 1 minus 3 times 4 times 1 plus 5. Then I solve my multiplication or division, whatever I see first. I see multiplication here from left to right, so that's 16 times 1, which is 16. Then I am seeing multiplication over here, this big long multiplication. So this is 16 minus whatever 3 times 4 times 1 is, which is 12, plus 5. Then I'm working on addition or subtraction, whatever I see first. There's a subtraction first. 16 minus 12 is 4. 4 plus 5 is my last step, which is 9. So that expression is equal to 9 when x equals 4 and y equals 1.